Ever since AI was introduced, I've been thinking about how it could be practically used in my life and when it'll become good enough to be my personal assistant, like Jarvis in Iron Man. With Google AI Studio, I feel like that is closer than I originally thought. Today, I'm going to show you how this free tool works and how it can look at what you're looking at and answer whatever questions you may have, which makes this AI different than all other AI tools out there right now. I've been using this a lot recently, and it has completely changed how I learn and do my work. I'll share with you 3 applications of what I personally use it for and help me save a lot of time and increase my productivity as well, and also what I wish it would be able to do in the future. On-demand tutoring. Teaching a student how to add fractions or other math topics is not an easy task. I know a lot of people who end up hiring tutors for their kids because they too don't feel comfortable helping their kids with math. I've asked Google AI Studio to look at a simple math problem and teach me how to add 2 fractions together like I was a student in grade 2.
How can I help you today?
I'm sharing my screen and I'm trying to teach my daughter how to add fractions today. Would you be able to help? She's in grade 2.
I see that you're teaching your daughter how to add fractions. The example you're showing is 1/2 plus 2/3. Would you like me to walk you through the steps on how to solve this problem?
Can we go back and forth with each other like it's a tutoring session?
Absolutely. What specific part of adding fractions would you like to review together?
I just don't know how to add these 2 together.
No problem. Do you know what a common denominator is?
No.
Okay, a common denominator is a number that both of the denominators can be divided into evenly. What would be a common denominator for 2 and 3?
5?
Not quite, but good try. 6 is a common denominator because 2 times 3 is 6. So can you tell me what 1/2 is as a fraction with a denominator of 6?
I'm not sure.
No problem, we can figure this out together. To convert 1/2 to a fraction with a denominator of 6, you need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator of 1/2 by the same number so that the denominator becomes 6. What number would you multiply the denominator 2 by to get 6? 3/6 plus 4/6 is equal to 7/6.
Learning how to edit videos. I'm still very new to my YouTube journey and I have no idea how to edit videos. When I'm watching a YouTube video that I like and I like its editing style, I don't even know how to search up what I'm even looking at because I don't know what it's called, let alone how to do it. This is when I shared my screen and I asked Google AI Studio to look at what I'm looking at and teach me how to make that particular edit in my video as well. I saw a video on YouTube that I would like to be able to replicate this particular screen. Can you help me?
I can help with that. Could you please provide me with the link to the YouTube video you are referring to?
Can I just show you on my screen?
Yes, please do.
Here it is.
I see the YouTube video by Ali Abdal titled, Why You Feel Lost and What to Do About It. Is this the video you want to replicate the screen from?
Yes, but particularly I want to be able to replicate how his face is seen on the left and the rest of the screen shows his computer screen. Can you help me achieve this look?
Thanks for clarifying. So you want to create a video with a small inset of yourself on the left and your computer screen on the rest of the screen. Is that right?
Yes.
There are several video editing software options that you can use to achieve this look. Would you like me to list some options?
I'm using Final Cut Pro.
Since you are using Final Cut Pro, you can use the picture-in-picture effect. Would you like me to explain how to use this effect?
Yes, please.
Okay, here is how you can use the picture-in-picture effect in Final Cut Pro. First, import both your screen recording and your webcam footage into Final Cut Pro. Then, drag and drop your screen recording onto the timeline. Next, Drag and drop your webcam footage onto the timeline, placing it above the screen recording. After that, select the webcam footage clip and go to the inspector window. In the inspector window, adjust the transform properties such as position, scale, and rotation to resize and place the webcam footage in the desired corner of the screen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you for your help. Summarizing lengthy content. There's many AI tools right now that can read a digital document for you, like a report, and summarize its most important points for you. But what if you need something read and summarized, but that's not in digital form, like a textbook or a book, or an audio or video that's an hour long? I've always been secretly jealous of people who are able to read really fast and be able to remember and understand everything that they just read. I'm much more of an auditory and visual learner, and learning from books has always been hard for me. I use Google AI Studio to read pages from a book or even read a laundry label to see if it can be put in the dryer or not. It can even watch a video and summarize its content for you instead of having to watch an hour-long video to get its most important contents. So if you, from the homepage of Google AI Studio, if you click here on this plus button, you can have different ways that you can give it the media. A lot of the times I use the YouTube video link where you can actually provide the URL of the video that you want summarized. But just for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to use sample media here of a American Museum Natural History Tour. So I'll give it that. And I'll just give it a prompt to say, give me a list of the museums that are mentioned in this video. And then it will process that information. And it'll tell you also how many tokens out of the 1 million tokens that you're given every day. It'll take about 177,000. So right now it's thinking for a few seconds, and then it should be able to produce, or it will produce, a list of the museums that you asked for to summarize from the video. So let's just wait and see what it produces. There we go. So in about 28 seconds, it watched through about 10 minutes of video, and it extracted the information that you wanted and the timestamps at which it can be seen. I have a book that I want you to read the pages on and just summarize for me in detail what these pages are talking about.
I can certainly help with that. The pages you're showing are from a book titled Deep Work and discuss attention management and the benefits of nature for mental rest. One key point is how walking in nature can provide relaxation and freedom from directed concentration. The pages also mention the importance of having a work shutdown to allow your brain to replenish attention resources. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific parts?
Can you just go a little bit more in depth on what these pages cover?
Certainly. The left page, 148, focuses on attention management, suggesting that nature allows your mind to replenish. It mentions that walking in nature provides mental respite and freedom from directed concentration, offering inherently fascinating stimuli. On the right page, 149, it touches on the importance of work shutdowns, suggesting you play the same attention-restoring role as walking in nature. One way is to interrupt your evening to check and respond to email, or put aside a few hours after dinner to catch up on an approaching deadline. It prevents you from reaching the levels of deeper relaxation in which attention restoration can occur. There is also the reason that the work that evening downtime replaces is usually not that important. Would you like a deeper dive into any of these topics?
No, but do you know which book I'm reading?
Based on what I've seen, you're reading the book Deep Work. Am I correct?
Do you know who the author of this book is?
The author of Deep Work is Cal Newport. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding the book?
I'm trying to read a children's Korean book, a Korean children's book, and I want to test to see if you're able to read a foreign language that's not English and translate it to me.
Okay, I see the text in Korean. Would you like me to try and translate it to English for you?
Yeah, could you?
Sure. Here's the translation of the Korean text. Spider, Mr. Spider, please build our house in a lumpy shape. The pleading spider said, is there any other text on the page you would like me to translate?
Even though this AI is closest I've ever felt to having an expert sitting right next to me to help me learn new skills, I still prefer learning from an actual person or YouTube tutorials. One major flaw of learning this way is that it's completely voice-based, meaning it can't actually point out anything to you or show me where to find what it's talking about on the screen. It can't take over my screen and actually write down or show me what it's trying to demonstrate. These are just 3 examples of how I use Google AI Studio to help me learn new skills by walking me through how to use certain software and summarize lengthy text and videos into short summaries of the important parts that I need to know. As you can see, it's a very powerful tool, and I hope I've given you some ideas on how this tool can be used to help you be more productive as well. Leave a comment below and let me know what ideas you have for using this tool, and share other tools that you find useful as well. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.